The Cleveland Browns just lit a fire they might not be able to control. Dillion Gabriel's debut, hyped, celebrated, and defended by the coaching staff, ended in pure disappointment. The Vikings took the win, the fans took to Twitter, and within hours, the internet was in flames. But this wasn't just another rookie struggle. This felt personal. From the opening drive, something was off. Gabriel's short passes, his hesitation in the pocket, and that final failed possession, it all painted a picture fans were dreading. The Browns didn't just lose a game, they lost confidence. And when Mary Kay, one of Cleveland's most respected insiders, threw a slick jab saying Gabriel couldn't finish the job, it only fueled the outrage. Because deep down, fans already knew what they wanted. Shedeur Sanders. His name was echoing across timelines, every post louder than the last. Start Shedeur now. The crowd wasn't just frustrated, they felt ignored. Ignored by Kevin Stefanski, ignored by the front office, ignored by the decisions that keep holding this team back. And here's where things get interesting. This controversy isn't just about who's under center. It's about control. It's about trust. It's about whether the Browns are willing to admit they made a mistake before it's too late. Because while Dillion Gabriel struggles to earn respect on the field, Shedeur's shadow keeps growing larger off it. And that shadow, it's starting to look like the future. But as we dig deeper, you'll see why this quarterback controversy might be much bigger than anyone thought. From the very first snap, it was clear Dillion Gabriel's debut wasn't going to be the storybook start the Browns hoped for. The Minnesota Vikings defense tested him early, collapsing the pocket, forcing him to roll out and daring him to throw deep. He didn't. Drive after drive, Gabriel relied on short, safe checkdowns, the kind of passes that pad completion stats but never win games. The offense looked cautious, predictable, almost scared to take a risk. And when the final drive came, with the Browns trailing 21-17, Gabriel had a chance to silence the critics. Instead, he stalled. Missed reads, shaky timing, and one last throw that sealed the loss. The silence after that final play said it all. Fans weren't just disappointed, they were done. Online, frustration exploded within minutes. Comments poured in, calling the play calling soft, the quarterback overmatched, and the coaching staff delusional. It wasn't just a loss on the scoreboard, it was a message the fans had seen enough. When Mary Kay Cabot, one of the most trusted voices in Cleveland sports, spoke up after the game, fans instantly knew something was brewing. Her words were sharp, simple, and surgical. Dillion Gabriel couldn't finish the job. Just 8 words, but they cut through the noise like a headline built for chaos. It wasn't what she said, it was what she implied. That maybe, just maybe, the Browns had put their faith in the wrong guy. Coming from a journalist who's seen every Browns quarterback drama up close, the message was loud. Gabriel wasn't ready. Within hours, her quote spread across social media. Fans clipped it, retweeted it, and built entire threads around it. Some defended Gabriel, saying it was only his first start. But most agreed, he looked overwhelmed. That single comment turned a quiet disappointment into a public reckoning. Because if Mary Kay was losing faith, how long before the locker room did too? The moment Mary Kay's words hit social media, the floodgates opened. X, formerly Twitter, became a battleground. Hashtags like #StartShedeur and Bench Gabriel started trending across sports circles. Within minutes, fans weren't just venting, they were demanding change. Comments flooded in by the hundreds. Gabriel can't throw more than 10 yards. Shedeur's been ready, the coaches aren't. Browns just sabotaged their own momentum. It wasn't a few angry voices anymore. It was an entire fan base uniting around frustration. Some fans posted comparison clips, showing Shedeur's calm pocket presence in college against Gabriel's hesitancy in the pros. Others tagged Kevin Stefanski directly, accusing him of favoritism, stubbornness, and flat-out denial. And as the storm grew, Analysts began to take notice. Sports pages reposted the angriest fan takes. Influencers made reaction videos. And suddenly, this wasn't just about football. It was about credibility. The Browns didn't just lose a game that night, they lost control of the narrative. And once fans take over the story, getting it back is almost impossible. Behind the scenes, whispers started circulating, and they weren't pretty. Reports suggest that not everyone in the Browns locker room is sold on Dillion Gabriel. A few players, especially veterans, are said to be quietly questioning the decision to start him over Shedeur Sanders. Rumors claim that some players believe Shedeur has it, that calm confidence, that leadership edge, something they haven't yet seen from Gabriel. A few insiders have even hinted at growing frustration toward Kevin Stefanski, accusing him of forcing a quarterback experiment that no one asked for. Now, none of this is confirmed, but when multiple outlets start repeating the same whispers, smoke usually means fire. And inside a locker room already dealing with pressure, one spark can turn into a full-blown blaze. It's been said that team morale is dipping, and players are starting to choose sides. Because once a roster starts dividing between the guy playing and the guy everyone wants to play, things get messy fast. And that tension, it's only going to build, especially with Shedeur waiting in the shadows. While Dillion Gabriel struggled to find rhythm on the field, one person didn't have to say a word to steal the spotlight: Shedeur Sanders. Every time the camera panned to the sidelines, his face told the story the fans were already screaming online. He's ready. Reports claim that even before kickoff, chants for Shedeur echoed through parts of the stadium. Clips of fans wearing his jersey, holding signs, and shouting his name went viral within hours. And yet, he sat there, helmet off, calm, composed, watching it all unfold. Insiders say Shedeur has handled the situation quietly, refusing to take shots or add fuel to the controversy. But make no mistake, his presence looms large. Every Browns mistake, every missed throw, every stalled drive adds to the pressure for the coaches to hand him the reins. Because when your backup has a bigger fan base than your starter, it's only a matter of time before patience runs out. And the real question now? How long can the Browns keep him in the shadows before that silence turns into noise they can't ignore? For Kevin Stefanski, this isn't just about a quarterback. It's about his legacy. Every decision he makes now feels like a coin toss between control and chaos. Reports claim Stefanski handpicked Dillion Gabriel for his discipline and playbook loyalty. A safe choice in a league that rarely rewards safety. But the gamble is backfiring fast. Fans believe Stefanski's trying too hard to prove he's right, even as the evidence stacks against him. Some insiders suggest he fears that starting Shedeur Sanders, with his star power and spotlight, could shift the locker room's loyalty away from the coaching staff. Others think he's just doubling down to avoid public embarrassment. But every loss, every poor drive, and every "why not Shedeur" headline adds another crack in the foundation. Stefanski's loyalty to Gabriel is starting to look less like strategy and more like stubbornness. Because in the NFL, perception is everything. And right now, the perception is brutal. The Browns are backing the wrong guy, and the man calling the shots might be the next one on the chopping block. At this point, it's no longer just a quarterback debate. It's a full-blown identity crisis. The Browns are stuck between what the fans demand and what the franchise insists is the plan. One side wants Shedeur Sanders unleashed. The other wants patience, structure, and control. But patience doesn't trend, and control doesn't sell hope. Week after week, the crowd grows louder, the boos sharper, and the pressure heavier. If the Browns keep losing, it won't just be Dillion Gabriel under fire, it'll be the entire leadership. Because when fans lose faith, even winning later can feel too late. The irony? This entire saga could have been avoided with one decision: giving Shedeur a shot. Instead, the Browns chose to play safe, and now safety looks like failure. Whether they realize it or not, the front office is at war with its own fan base. And in that kind of battle, history only remembers one thing: who gave in first? Because in Cleveland right now, it's not about stats anymore. It's about belief. And the Browns are running out of it, fast. As the dust settles on another disappointing Sunday, the Browns face a truth they can't escape. This isn't just about Dillion Gabriel anymore. It's about trust, timing, and the choices that define a franchise. Every snap he takes, every missed throw, every narrow loss deepens the crack between the team and its own supporters. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders waits. He doesn't need to beg for his moment. The fans are doing it for him. His silence has become louder than any press conference, and his presence has turned from backup insurance into a symbol of what the Browns could be. Kevin Stefanski's next move will define more than a season. It could define his career, because if this continues, he won't just lose games, he'll lose the crowd. And once Cleveland turns on you, there's no playbook to win them back. The fans have spoken, the tension is boiling, and the spotlight is shifting. The only question left is, how long before the Browns finally listen?